Okay, so I'm Dr. Deepak Mahadeva. Today we will be talking on enlightenment, what enlightenment is about, and how do you experience what enlightenment brings to you. People think all good stuff about enlightenment, but there are certain problematic situations that you face while you are going going through the process, or once you are enlightened as such. You see several people that are not in accordance with your thought process. So, and there are people who are in accordance with your thought process. Now, what are these thought processes? One is called as Satya, the other is called as Asatya, as I would call it. So, Satya is nothing but the way the things are. That is what is Satya, and the other is Maya, or the delusion. Not Asatya, but Maya. So, there are people who would put a veil of Maya on your head, and Maya or delusion, as you want to understand, the veil of delusion, and this delusion will keep you away from what the real happenings are, the truth. The truth, understand, let me put it, make you understand the truth, what truth. People do not understand by one word. So, let me define truth for you. Truth is the way the things are. Say for example, you put a seed in the soil, you will see a tree. You put a sperm into vagina, and when it gets fertilized, you will see a child grown inside the mother's womb, and then gets delivered, it comes out. So what I'm trying to tell you is, like, truth is the way the things are. That is what is the truth. And delusion is, it is not. You just tend to imagine certain, or there are things that you see in your daily life, and you think that to be the real thing, but that is the delusion. As we'll proceed further, I'll explain. Now, wait. Here, we are one. Let me make you understand. Everybody say we are one, and there are in Veda they call it Ekabhav or Ekatva, and then there is Dve. Dve is principle. Dve is considered as delusion, and one is a reality. Now, what is this one? As I would want to. Why one? See, understand this. Every particle that you see is one. Now, how one? Everybody asks. Everybody is asking themselves this question. How one? Let me put it to you this way. Understand one organism. Just imagine me to be that one. So, me put together, right from my head till toe, is one. Now imagine me into the tiniest particle. Okay, the tiniest, the God particle, as you say, and even smaller than that. Just assume for time being, for your understanding, God particle is the smallest particle that have been discovered by the current generation. But you can go even further, and going further you can find out that it is much smaller than what you perceive or understand. So that smaller part, imagine that smaller part to be present everywhere. So the same small particle is present everywhere. Now what happens, the arrangement of those smaller particles will give you the shape. So now if the arrangement of that smaller particle is in such a way that you see a helium proton, or sorry, helium atom or hydrogen, or all these elements that you see, right, in the periodic table, all those elements that you see, you can see all those elements. Now all those elements are formed from the same tiny part. Now all those elements will combine and form another, say for example H2O, forming water molecule. Now again, if you move further, the combination of water and certain soil will make a mud. You can construct a house out of it. So you getting the point. What I'm trying to say is, right from the smallest, tiniest particle, even smaller than the God particle as it has been discovered, from there till the largest. Now you have to go bigger. Say you see a house built up, then you see a village, and then you see a nation, then you see the world, and then you see the earth, then you see the solar system, then you see the Brahmand system, then you see the Sarvam system. Now what is this Sarvam? Sarvam is nothing but one being. One being is called Sarvam. That one being is nothing but Shiv Shakti. In Yang, it is